Ladies and gentlemen, McBrien here, and welcome to the Big Ring London Classique Handicap. It's the Big Ring's first event using the Zwift event module. So what does that mean? Well, it means pre-ride we get organised into this race corral that you're seeing now. It means the ride leader, usually Davies, as well as the Bumblebee jersey, gets the yellow arrow above his head, or indeed the long shaft of yellow light so people can see where he is on the course at all times. Group messaging is for event riders only, and also the names you see down the right will be people in the event only. And the leaders' messages that you're seeing so far are center screen for easy viewing. For new riders and viewers, the TBR handicaps are weight-based handicaps that make everyone theoretically equal. So what gets you the results is willingness to go deep in racing tactics and nous. Viewers, on one day after the event, it's Friday night and the Big Ring couldn't be more excited with the acceptance into the event module. It's a record number for participation and I'm looking forward to some great racing. As we kick off, I do want to mention Anthony Plummer, who has ridden every event so far but can't race tonight, and I'm sure we'll all see you soon again, Anthony. We've seen the go, go, go order from Davies, so racing is live, but as we settle into the pace, we'll go through the field as far as I can see, and that is McBrien, Pettingill, Harris, Davies, Bumblebee, Vise, New, McGeever joining us and riding for Ireland, Gallagher, Zoo, Brittag, who's a promising rider by the sounds of it, Ross, Heitman, Marsland, Rowney, Riddell, Vecht, hope I've pronounced that correctly, Stokes, Parker, Long joining us from South Africa, Chester, Burns, Mankdalo, Greco, Matthews, Abromsky, Miller, Tweedy, Riley, Felberg and Leach. So 31 riders joining us in the event module this week. So very excited having this big pack. We're racing now and coming up the top of Northumberland Avenue, which is a little increase away from the river, a little incline. It tends to split the field. And we've seen that here as Stokes leads out and we're looking over his shoulder back to Chester, Felberg, Pettingill, Long and Harris at this stage. So the Zwift riders have seemed to really enjoy the London course. It provides a lot of options. You've got the flat Classique or the London Loop with the Box Hill climb, which is a significant climb, bigger than the Watopia Hilly KOM. And as we just come around, we're just joining the Classique course proper now. You can see the lead group establishing itself. Guys, as this is our first race using the event module, we understand that people are going to have joined the race and not totally au fait with the arrangement for organising yourself in the race. So once you've signed up to the event module, best to head over to the Big Ring group page on Facebook, and there's a registration form which will put you on our database, and our numbers man Dino will sort you out. And you can follow the instructions there to receive your handicap weight. Okay, that's enough from me, so let's get into the race coverage now, where a lead group has established itself about 20 seconds up the road. We're with a group now. This is McGeever out of Ireland, first time rider. You can see the golden shaft up ahead of ride leader Davies. Brittag off the front at the moment, pushing the pace, trying to extend this lead group. The lead group containing Brittag, Jester, Gallagher, Parker, Leach, McBrien, Burns, Marsland, Harris, Vecht, Riddell, Pettingill, Stokes and Felberg at this stage. So it's a sizable group, probably not capable of sustaining itself to the finish line. Members within the group will either be too lazy or too strong, so I'd anticipate that lead group splitting up. This is Davies and Ross now, a little way back, 20 seconds back from the lead group, which I think is still too big to survive. Those same riders still maintaining at the front. Rain coming down as it often does in the London course, and riders just rotating through the front. On the flatter courses, the Zwift algorithm is really very good at using drafting, so that's how the bigger groups can maintain their pace. And likewise, if you're in a chase group, trying to chase down a group in front, you can actually work together, taking turns on the front and recovering while drafting in the back. As we look back through some of the riders stuck a bit further back, James New, this is Matthews. But back up to the front of the race, and this is the 6% incline on this course. This is an opportunity to attack here, especially riders using smart trainers. The incline on the course really forces you to up your wattage. As we look at McBrien now with big watts up the hill, and he maintains a position at the front of the race. And you can see a little gap there. If you've got strength left at the top of that climb, you could press on, but I think this early stage in the race, that group will come back together. Great overhead view here coming down the mall, and that lead group has just become a little bit more selective. Chester, Harris, Pettingill, McBrien, Burns, Vecht, Leach, Gallagher. As we move a bit forward, the pace is on at the front, and you can tell that as the group strings out, not so much in a bunch anymore, but just stringing out, and little gaps may appear, and that seems to be what's happening here. McBrien's let a gap open up in front of him. His co-riders will not be happy with that. We'll just see how that transpires. It looks like they may have gotten a little break there of just a couple of seconds, 4 seconds. That might be enough. That might be enough. I think we might see that that's a decisive move there, and that split will be hard to overcome. Back now with Burns, Gallagher. This is Brethag, who we saw attacking off the front early, perhaps just a little bit too enthusiastic. I think this is his first big ring event. You really do need to measure your effort, and it is a big lesson in racing. Organisers hope this is what we find. As we're looking here at Harris just powering off the front, 900 watts that says there, at 150 beats per minute. As I said, first time riders will be under close scrutiny from the commissaires and chief handicapper Davies, but we'll just watch that. As we see there, Harris seems to have extended 11 seconds to this selective group now, second on the road. This is Harris now coming down the mall. I think we'll just watch this space, but he's working hard at 180, 489, down the mall, sprinting to the finish now, and he is going to cross the banner first. So we'll just say Harris first at this stage, awaiting commissaire's review. Chester next on the road, out of the United States, which we love to see. This is a sprint between Pettingill and Stokes, a familiar TBR rider, just knew what it would take. Vecht now being passed by Riddell putting down big numbers down the finishing sprint. So that looks to be Riddell next, Vecht. I'm going to try and get everyone across the line. That is Vecht. Gallagher now out of the UK. Brethag, who looked so promising early. Leach. Burns. Parker. From, it looks like, McBrien. He was part of the lead group but faded after that split. Vise. Greco. Miller. Long and McGeevy. So we hope you guys have enjoyed this. It's been fantastic. This is Miller sprinting for the line I mentioned. McGeever, out of Ireland. Matthews sprinting. Look at this. Every rider sprinting across the line. This is what the TBR is all about, getting a great training ride and race experience. Ross, who we've seen before. Ride leader Davies. He's had some Bluetooth problems again. He needs to spend the money by an ant stick. And James New, who featured heavily last start, is the Lanterne Rouge for today. And we see there Marsland, who we've lost in commentary, but has gained the Sprinter's green jersey. Guys, we're welcoming all riders here, of course, to the big ring events, but Some people have not quite been organised enough. So on review, the Big Ring officials have declared Stokes the winner of this event, Vecht second, and Gallagher third. So we'd love to see you all next start. Get your handicaps in order, and we'll see you then.